Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just wanted to give you a quick update here after the daily and weekly candle close. It was a good close. No sell-off. We are holding support, and the market might be ready to be moving higher. And support levels continue to be holding. Really, no new insights as such. The market remains bullish, and I have to say there are many ways to count the micro, right? There are many ways to count the microstructures. I would really not focus on the counts. It just doesn't make sense. We don't want to focus on the wave counts. We want to focus on the levels. They act as support, and we haven't even broken below our upper support region. So the focus remains on higher. The focus remains on, or would shift lower in the short term as soon as we get a break below 64,720. But I try to be very clear about that in the previous videos. We focus on higher as long as we're holding above the upper support region. What exactly the count is, we will have to see, because at the moment it is possible that wave 2 bottomed in the white count. So let me explain the more directly bullish white wave count. In this scenario, we had very shallow wave 2 pullbacks along the way. Very shallow wave 2 pullbacks. So in this scenario, we had a wave 1 rally. So 5 waves up, we talked about that. 5 waves up. This is on the 21st, 22nd of July, when the price fulfilled the minimum requirements for a 5-wave move up. Okay, so it's wave 1. And then also here, the wave 2 pullback. It was shallow. Okay, someone asked me earlier today why why this is only the alternative or something. And I said, well, it just points out that as long as, it doesn't matter if it's called alternative or primary. For me, the chart is bullish. And I mentioned it many times that the perspective of alternative primary, I don't really focus on it. Some analysts like that idea, some don't. I don't, because it's not important. All the counts I present are reasonable. And at the moment, both wave counts I present you, and there are only 2 really, both wave counts I show you are bullish. So we focus on higher, okay? And the levels are clear. And I wouldn't focus so much on the count itself. I would focus on the levels as always, And the price dipped into the orange support region, and we've already seen a reaction. I'm purely pointing out, and this is not bearish, I'm pointing out that wave 2 could come a little later, right? We still need to consider that. But at the same time, we have to focus on what the chart does right now. We can only trade the present, and we can only understand the market right now. And the market is in an uptrend. It's not showing us any decent pullback. If there is a pullback, the box indicates where support could be found. The box doesn't tell us the price has to get there. The box tells us where support could be found. So again, only say it again, as long as we're holding 56,612, and I will probably adjust that level if we push any higher, but as long as we're holding that level, the directly bullish assumption that we go to 90K, maybe even 100K from here is valid and hasn't changed. That perspective hasn't changed. And I will only get more bearish below that level. In the very short term, even, the very short term trend is up against 64,720. So it takes minimally a break below the upper support region to indicate that the wave 2 support is going to be reached in yellow. Okay, so for now, you could say, because we're moving up directly, we could explore if really wave 1 topped, wave 2 bottomed, and this here is another 1-2 setup, and we're now moving up in wave 3 of wave 3. 4, 5. I showed you in the previous video, this could really take us to 90K next. But the condition would be for this wave count, the invalidation point is the Saturday low. So 66,666. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And and from here, we could start a third wave. Yeah, this is one of the ideas I had, that we could already be in the third wave, but it needs confirmation through price action. What would that confirmation be? Well, it would be a break above 72,470 next. This is the next main Fibonacci target. And then a break above 75,110. Because, why is that important? To confirm the white count. Because until that happens, I could see this wave 1 as still extending. So talking about this as a 5-wave move, 3-wave move down. That's how I had it initially. But this pullback was too shallow to be a reliable wave 2. For reliable wave 2, not invalid or anything. You know, it's a valid wave 2, just shallow. So it requires additional price action to confirm it. The trend is kept up through the upper support region. And yeah, if we go higher, I will assume we're either in the third of a third wave or wave 1 is still extending. Does it make a difference at the moment in the short term? Not really. It doesn't make a difference because the trend is up anyway, especially against the Saturday low. So whether it's a wave 1 still or the third of a third, we will have to see. If this is already the third of a third, however, I need a break above 72,470 to make it more likely, or to at least start to assume really that it is the white count. At the moment, I'm just observing it, and it will become more probable above that 72,470 level, and it would be confirmed with a break above 75,110. Hopefully that's clear. Next, structural resistances here at pretty much 70,000 and then 72,000. So situation hasn't changed, but seems like the next week will be interesting. And we have, again, some upside pressure in the market, which is good. We need that. You know, hopefully that larger correction really finished on the 5th of July. I mean, that is the perspective. And pullbacks are shallow. Pullbacks can be shallow in such a market. That's all I can say. If the upper support area breaks, we have the lower support area to watch. I will adjust them as we go higher. And for now, it seems like we are going to see another upside extension. And whether that's an extension in the yellow wave 1 or we are already in the third of a third wave in the white count, both are bullish, and that will be decided at these key pivots, 72,470 and 75,110. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.